Good evening. Welcome back to Be Rich. Today I bought another American stock for us to discuss. I thought we will concentrate on a lot of American stocks to understand how the market is highly overvalued, how inflation, which is at 7.5%, which is a 40-year high, how is it affecting corporate earnings. There are different types of companies, some which benefit by inflation, some which suffer due to inflation. But let us now look at companies which benefit by inflation. Companies which benefit by inflation are companies which can manage not to pass rising input clauses. They can make sure that they can wring out efficiencies in their system to absorb increased costs. For that, they have to have a better supply chain. Today, the company I am going to discuss is about has all this. The owner himself was a brilliant genius, though he is no more. His name was Sam Walton. His idea of starting stores, called as Walmart, was to beat the existing retailers by offering products very cheap. He would set up large format stores in small towns just outside so that people could come and do binge shopping. And he always gave very good prices. And because he bought in large quantities, he could squeeze suppliers for a maximum amount of prices. Walmart was the success story of America in the late 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Till after the dot com bust, everybody talked about Amazon. Walmart was too late to come into the digital channel. But once you come, the behemoth makes a change. Their digital channel is also doing well, but not yet as big as Amazon. In India, to get better expertise, they bought Flipkart, which was India's largest e commerce company. But today, I am not going to focus on their e commerce discussion, nor am I going to talk about Sam Walton. What I'm going to talk about is how Walmart runs its business today. Today, with rising prices of food and rising prices of all consumer goods because of record number of people coming into shops, you can expect sales to come down. You can also expect profits of retailers to come down because you have to pass on. If you cannot pass on the rising costs, you are not going to get sales. Walmart has managed to do the impossible. For the first time in their history, in a single quarter, they have done $150 billion in sale. Imagine $150 billion in sale in one quarter, a mind boggling and mind numbing number. Americans are continuing to spend like there is no tomorrow. This is because the amount of generous dollops of fiscal stimulus that both President Trump and President Biden have given, and because they have had so much money and they accumulated cash during the pandemic over last 2 years, Americans have launched into a spending orgy. They are spending money as if like there is no tomorrow. So Walmart encashed and made the maximum of the spending season. What they do to make sure that their profits would go up even when this kind of spending frenzy happened and price rises could have dented their sales. First, their supply chain, like most other supply chains, was in serious trouble. But Walmart being Walmart, they could manage to increase the amount of inventory, which would have dented profit marginally. Because they are sourcing more than 70% of their products in the United States, they could manage supply chains better. And to counter lack of availability of ships and containers, they chartered at least two extra ships to run exclusively between Asia and America so that Walmart would get its goods faster and they could run it more efficiently. So, what they did is basically tweak the supply lines. Most of their products were sourced in America. They chartered ships to move goods between Asia and America faster on a preferential terms for them. They also realized very early on that there is going to be a huge labor shortage and they decided to increase wages. In the United States, along with Amazon, Walmart is notorious for using cheap labor. They are accused of not spending enough money or giving enough to their workers. But in this time of pandemic, they decided to move quickly and increase their labor costs. They introduced several other new products which made sure that their sales and margins would not be impacted because of rising costs. Because Walmart has huge pricing power, they could get big discounts from their suppliers, which ensured that Walmart would need not pass the increased costs to their customers, which meant that the other retailer chains were at a huge disadvantage in compared to Walmart. Also, because of pent up demand and people were feeling suffocated at home, they wanted to come out and do binge shopping. This kind of physical shopping also turned out to be in Walmart's favor as more and more shoppers turned up during the family season and they were too bored and they needed to get out of home. While even their digital channel sales increased by 1%. The most remarkable thing was an increase in sale in direct showrooms, which was more than 5%. All this contributed to a record quarter in Walmart. This made that Walmart swung back to profits and made a profit of $3.53 billion on a sales which trumped $150 billion. On terms of EPS, per share earnings, Walmart delivered $1.28 for every share of Walmart. The market, in anticipation of such results, had already pushed up the price of Walmart to extraordinary levels. And in market, prices of Walmart stock gained further as this news came out. Walmart is currently trading at $138 per share. The earnings per share is in 48 times earnings. This is rather stretched because in the previous quarters, the lockdown had affected Walmart sales. Even if Walmart's EPS is at about $6, this price represents 22 to 23 times earnings. Therefore, one can expect a slight correction when sales dip due to rising costs of money when the Fed increases the price. Definitely, Walmart is an interesting stock when prices correct, but must be avoided at current levels. Thank you for watching. Be rich. If you like this video, kindly share it with your friends and relatives. Kindly also subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. Turning on the bell notification is very important because when the bell notification is on, you will be notified every time a video comes. Once again, I thank you for watching. Be rich. I have written two books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support.